I'm just in my zone. I'm packing it, and then I don't know how else to say it. A fucking rat, like a big mouse or a small rat. I see it out the corner of my eye come out the cubby, and like in a split second, it's like jumped onto my lap. Feels like I'm back in school again.
Back in school.
Back in school again.
Bro, you're so far away now, bro.
I know, bro. It feels like I can't kiss you like I used to. Hold up. We don't know if this will be in or it won't be in, but like I'm gonna do a little something. You know, I'm gonna get a little AI intro, because you know we've decided that the AI is going to enhance the show. It's not going to be like the main thing. But, you know, we're going to be the motherfucking first podcast to really be up in here with the AI type snizzle, you know? Yeah, like if we want to Google something, I'm going on a tangent. Hold on. Give me an intro for my funny, cool podcast. For my funny podcast called... Should I just say what we were talking about earlier where it just goes... Welcome to the show.
Yeah, welcome to. I love that.
I'm just gonna straight up say. Tell it to say something. I'm gonna be like, say this, and see if it does it. If it listens to me.
Yeah.
Say.
Welcome to the Scheuneman show. Like that'd be like a Battlefield voice comm sound. You know, like the capture the flag sounds. Like
let's have her do it.
Hey.
This is like bad. All right, hold on.
Hello. Is anybody there?
Welcome to the Scheuneman show.
All right, let's do that one more time. Take 2.
Welcome to the Scheuneman show.
All right, Marquise. That was totally worth all the build up for that.
Yeah.
Like she said, welcome to the Scheuneman show. This is episode 58 and 59, technically. We're going to be doing a little 2-piece for your shotties out there. There's a lot to get into. As you can see, we got a little upgrade up in the pack.
Little?
I mean, dude, this feels nice. All right? Yeah, dude. You see, it's a big upgrade, all right? It's a big upgrade, and it's only going to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. As you can tell, we're both on cocaine right now. So we're amped. We're having a good time. We're not actually on cocaine. We don't do drugs. Just
we're on
weed.
cane.
Weed is...
We've just been eating cane.
You know, weed's not even a drug anymore.
It really isn't.
It's really been totally accepted.
It's just been so long now, and people are just like, fuck it, and now, you know, just like...
Exactly. I couldn't have said it better myself, my friend. I mean, literally, people are just so sick of the back and forth of like, is it good? Is it bad? Is it legal? Dude, make it federally legal. Get with the program, which I heard that the next president's going to be doing that.
You've been talking to the president?
I've been in conversation. You know, me and Biden hooked up. He smokes woods.
As like
really
like a cigar type.
No, like he smokes like when I rolled up with him and I was like, all right, let's roll up, and he pulls out backwoods, and I'm like,
bro, what kind? What flavor?
He had grape.
Exotic grape?
You know how hard it is to find grape backwoods?
Grape?
Huh?
You know where it's at, or like where you can get them?
Dude, so I've seen pictures of the legendary grape backwoods, but I don't know how. Like, I think they're super rare. Like, I think you got to go to like a backwoods store. Or
he was just like open up the closet and had a whole fucking.
He had like the whole shelves and everything. You know what I'm saying? And like they have vanilla woods now.
Vanilla, bro.
Vanilla, banana woods, but those got out there in the culture. Have you had those batch? You know, like the batch 001s, and they just made a batch 002, and it's like a special flavor of backwood.
Nah,
they come in the wood case.
I've seen those, but no, I haven't tried them.
I want to try
I just
those.
wanted the case.
Yeah, exactly. I want to try that so bad.
That's sweet.
But they have like a new one out, and I want to try that out.
You said 001 and 2?
I think they're called like batch 2, batch 1, and they have like zeros in the beginning to make it cool because, you know, you got to put like numbers and stuff to make it extra cool.
Hey, bro, don't hate on 007.
I mean, I love 007. I used to watch those movies with my dad all the time. And the funny thing about Bond, man, is the fact Bond. He's really like, you know, the movies are based on the books, right?
Oh, okay, yeah.
No, so I've read one book,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. But the difference between the books and the movies is in the books, they really harp on the fact that what James Bond is actually like a secret agent that gets like espionage type answers from people by having sex with like people. Like his main thing,
Oh.
because that's a real thing, you know.
Oh, okay.
They and MI6 is like the British version of like CIA or FBI or whatever.
Yeah.
And they back in the day they actually had secret agents or spies or whatever that would go and hook up with a girl that was in power or a girl that was close to somebody in power, and they'd be like super attractive and charismatic.
How many of them failed?
Dude, hold on. AI is gonna let us down, I can already tell, but how many spies? Oh, no. I'm gonna say, tell me a story of a spy failing to complete
Their mission.
Tell me a true story.
Yeah, you gotta be specific, bro.
Tell me a true story of a spy failing to complete their mission. Let's see.
One famous example of a spy failing to complete their mission is the case of Rudolf Abel, a Soviet spy who was captured by the FBI in 1957. Abel had been living in New York City under the guise of an artist, but his true identity was discovered by the FBI. Despite his extensive training and experience as a spy, Abel was ultimately caught due to a mistake he made. He failed to properly dispose of a hollowed-out nickel that contained microfilm with sensitive information. The nickel was found by a young boy who was playing with it, and eventually led the FBI to Abel's location. Abel was subsequently tried and convicted of espionage, and spent several years in prison before being exchanged for an American pilot who had been captured by the Soviet Union.
Okay, that's a lot to unpack. First of all, that's crazy.
Yeah.
This is going to work. This is sick. This is a big new thing for the podcast. Second of all, bro failed his mission because he didn't. Did you hear that? It was a.
What was it though?
It was a nickel, like a coin.
Yeah, a coin.
But that was like bullshit. It was a fake coin, but
It had
there was
secrets
like
on
like
it?
a USB, like a hard drive.
Oh, it was a hard.
That was all.
And they found shit on it.
Yeah. So he had all his information on this little coin, and he must have like dropped it or something, or had a kid over,
bro.
and then the kid was like biting it or whatever, and then he was like, "Oh, there's a hard drive in here," and then he like reported it to the FBI. Like, I would love to know how it went from. First of all, why did the kid find it? Did he just chuck it out his window, and then the kid found it, and like, did he tell his parents?
Why wouldn't you keep that like in a safe, bro? Why is that
Yeah.
just?
Like, what are you doing? That's
Yeah.
like got all your information that you need, and
It's
you're
the day
just
I would
being
shit
willy nilly with
myself.
it. But
100 times. I'd be looking for that thing like,
yeah, dude.
where the fuck is?
Imagine how anxious. Because let's just imagine that he didn't throw it out. He just like lost it. He's like,
Bro.
"Oh, dude, fuck." Of course, it's something that's gonna be super hard to find.
He's like, we're getting rid of everything.
Yeah, he's like, I gotta get out of here, guys. You guys gotta pick me up. And talk about
Bro.
behind enemy lines. He's in a country that
Bro.
he's fighting against secretly. And dude, there's so much of that. First of all, bro, that was in 1957, and they had
I try
little.
to discard so much shit, bro. And
What do you mean?
like, just get rid of like, I don't know, bro. Get rid of my tracks or something.
Oh yeah, dude. I'm sure he was being pretty good about it until he lost his little nickel. But like, think about the fact that if they were able to put a hard drive or a USB thing with secrets like that into a nickel that looked legit
Yeah.
back in 1957,
Oh, bro.
then like
Today's
think about,
shit?
we don't even know what they can do today.
Nah.
Like, I've heard a lot of people talk about stuff like that, but it's so true. You know that like they have technology that we don't even get exposed to until like decades after it's been like used by the military and the
You hear
people
about
like
the?
that.
I mean, I know this has been a thing for the past like 3-4 years now, but have you heard the technology and like lasers, bro? Like how in
Like a
war,
weapon laser?
yeah, like how weapons are like
Dude.
becoming like lasers now, bro. It, like it's. I think this tank they recently came out with. Ron told me about it.
Shout out Ronnie.
Shout out Ron. And I guess it's just so fast, bro. It could be a laser type deal, but it's like a
traveling
sonic.
at the speed of light.
It's just like, like.
So I wonder if it just burns a hole in something, or if it like it's so powerful that it really does go for boom, like big boom explosion. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like if I shoot it at you, are you gonna like completely poof, or are you gonna just have like big hole through you?
Fuck.
But like I guarantee there's.
I remember when they were
laser
working
weapons being used.
Yeah, working on little weapons like that.
I've heard of sonic weapons where they use like sound to like take on big armies, because like they'll get a certain frequency and play it on these big speakers, and if you expose it to a certain like whoever your enemy is, apparently they can get it to be so powerful that it like fucking probably melts your brain or like causes you to go deaf.
Even back then, even like EMPs or fucking concussion. What are they?
EMPs are one of the biggest things that we need to worry about. Like fuck a nuke, an EMP. I feel like that's if another country invades us, I don't think it's gonna be a nuke. I think they're gonna EMP us, because that's one of those things where if they did it to us, it would completely tear apart our civilization.
The whole grid would be down, bro.
Yeah, and then everybody's going nuts. Think about COVID.
You use mechanical shit.
With COVID, it was just a fucking virus, and people lost their minds and started acting crazy. Imagine if we aren't able to start our cars. Like, think about how nuts people are going to start acting then. Yeah, they're definitely using like laser weapons and sonic weapons, and I think I've told this story before, but one time I was working at McDonald's, and this guy came in, and he didn't seem that crazy. I can usually tell. And he comes up to me, he gets his food, and we're talking, and he starts telling me about how he used to be in the military. And he was like, dude, he said what we're saying right now. He was like, dude, if you knew the technology that they're using right now, then you would shit yourself. He was like, they have Humvees that have camouflage on them that make them practically invisible. And then he pointed right out to the front of the building. He's like, it could be parked there, and they could be aiming guns at you, and you wouldn't even see them. And I was like, dude.
Have you seen that cloak that surfaced like a couple years ago of the guy that like could go invisible? Like,
was it real or was it like Photoshop?
I don't know. It might have been Photoshop.
That's the issue with.
That's the thing,
I believe in that stuff, but at the same time, if you can even see a video now, and you have to question it. You have to question your own eyeballs, because like people are so good at like fuck Photoshop. Now they can use AI. They can use
literally
like any kind of technology to change stuff. Like I told the story last week about my friend falling for a deep fake. They really believed that this person was another person. And then the whole speech thing, you can change people's like voices and shit.
There's a new one that went around, Kanye.
Oh yeah. Are you talking about the Kanye song?
Yeah.
Funny you say that, because I guess Universal told Spotify to not take music from AI companies or AI made music.
Well, do you remember that guy that got famous, that AI? And he had the
Dino Mecha or something.
Yeah,
dude. We did a whole thing about him. But he got canceled.
Yeah,
that's the funniest thing.
It because of the N-word or something like that?
It was because he was rapping, and I think he said the N-word or some shit like that.
Yeah,
and the fucking. We're talking about an AI designed rapper that was also AI lyrics and everything, right?
Yeah,
and so. These people who designed it were white, and then I think that the voice that they used for it was a black voice.
Yeah.
And people started freaking out about the fact that he said the M-word. Yeah. And that's what's crazy is an AI got canceled. That's how you know it's bad.
I mean...
Like, I don't agree with, I see where they're coming from, but it's just crazy when you say it.
I mean, it's understandable, though. I mean...
Yeah, like, a white person shouldn't say the N-word flat out, but the fact that it's, like... It just sounds funny on the, like...
Because it wasn't
face
really...
value. At face value, it sounds funny. An AI rapper got canceled. It's hilarious, but then once you get into it, you're like, okay, maybe I get it. But...
And honestly... And AI is just what? A computer, right? It's whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to take it as.
But technically, somebody needs to design that computer and put together the programming for it to work. And
so in that case, wouldn't most movies and stuff get canceled
because of the people, because like
the directors,
a white director?
Yeah.
There was some controversy with Quentin Tarantino making Django. Because I love that movie.
It's a great movie.
But imagine being Leonardo DiCaprio.
That scene, though.
Having to act as a slave owner.
Would you do it?
That's a good question.
Put you on spot. I'm sorry,
No. I like questions like that. See, I'm inclined to say yes, but I want to give my explanation out. Like, because what Leonardo DiCaprio said was that, I feel like I pronounced that name weird. Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
But he said it's an art form.
Yeah, I mean,
and it's a historical depiction of, or an artistic depiction of history, and we can't deny that things like that happened.
Yeah,
and people kill people in movies. That doesn't mean they're a murderer, but so I would kind of be like, yeah, I mean, it's a movie.
Yeah,
I'm not this person that I'm acting as.
Acting.
Meanwhile, I would be kind of hesitant about it because of the fact that the culture. When that movie came out, it was like right around the time that cancel culture started happening.
Yeah.
And I would be concerned because it's like, people can't really separate these things lately.
You think he got a lot of hate from it, though?
I don't think Leonardo DiCaprio got as much hate as Quentin Tarantino did.
Yeah.
Because Quentin Tarantino wrote everything. Leonardo DiCaprio was a loved actor that just took the script and did what he was supposed to do. But I don't think they got that much hate for it because it was such a sick movie. And at the end of the day, it's Django killing these racist motherfuckers, which is
that's so sweet.
Sick.
Bro, it's sweet as fuck.
There's so many classic scenes in that movie. I love that movie. And Quentin Tarantino is like my all-time favorite director. He's awesome.
Yeah.
Do you know like what movies he's made?
Probably if you told me.
We could play. I could tell you a movie, and you could tell me if you think Quentin Tarantino made it or didn't.
All right.
The Titanic.
Oh, bro, that's hard.
I thought that was an easy one.
Yes.
No.
Fuck.
All right, let's go. Inglourious Bastards. Have you seen that movie?
Yes, I've seen that. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna be. No.
Just go with your mind.
No.
Yes.
He has?
Yes. That's what you direct. All right. So let's give you a dub. Django.
Yes.
All right, there you go. What's another movie? Wedding Crashers.
No.
Yeah, good. There, you got some on the board. All right, Hateful Eight.
Oh, that's movie? A good ass one. Yes.
Yes, there you go. That was originally supposed to be a sequel to Django.
Oh, yeah, okay, makes sense.
Because it seems almost like it's in that same cinematic universe.
Yeah, that's a good ass one, too.
So, yeah, you got that one right. All right, what's another one? Oh, okay. Scream,
like the
horror movie.
The horror? No.
Yeah, there you go. I'm giving you some slow balls. Okay.
They came with a new one, didn't they?
Yeah, another one just came out. It's like set in New York, I guess, but I heard people talking about it and they were like a little disappointed because they thought it was going to be like a New York movie, but there's not that many scenes that were shot in New York or even feel.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but there's like a classic subway scene. Not subway like Jared, but like subway like on the train. But
what really amazes me is when they do movies about like apocalyptic shit or like zombies and stuff, like The Walking Dead, bro. Like you know how many different parts of that place they were at? You know, I don't even know.
Yeah, exactly no. Like, are you talking about how
they look stranded and it's like nobody's there? Like what?
It's got to be so much work. I've actually thought about that a lot.
Is like the long roads they drive down, walk down, and shit.
And they have to make the set look like it's like apocalypse or whatever.
Yeah. Like, and this gas station has been like this for 20 years now. You know, like that.
Yeah,
shit is like
they have to give it that look and feel.
Yeah.
And you're really setting yourself up for a lot more work. like when you decide to make a movie like that.
Yeah.
Because if you make like a just regular story about like a story about someone living a typical life in the like real world, then it's much easier because you don't have to like destroy buildings or like make it look that way.
Literally, but you think that's CGI or do they actually?
These days, a lot of it is CGI, but the cool thing about The Last of Us is they didn't use CGI for a lot.
Last of Us did really fucking good with.
Oh yeah. You know what's crazy? Well, you haven't even seen the whole
No,
show,
but I
dude.
still.
I want to throw this mic at your head.
Oh,
For
bro.
not watching it, but
We're playing the second.
we need to catch up on it together.
Literally.
But for people who have seen it, this is a crazy thing because there's a scene where Ellie. Do you remember the giraffe part in the game?
Yeah,
So there's a scene. I don't think. Spoiler alert.
that's like right after they get through that little.
Spoiler alert. All right, now go ahead.
My bad.
No. Yeah, you're fine.
That's the part where they get to that destination to meet up with the guy, and the guy's actually
fireflies?
dead. Or yeah, the fireflies. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's like right towards the end
Yeah.
where they're about to go to the hospital.
Yeah. They get into that. Well, in the game, they get into a fight. Do they get into a fight? That's where what's her face gets bit, right? What's the? I'm sorry, I don't remember the names right now. I'm all
No, you're fine. You got the buzz balls in you.
Joel's.
You're a little
Firefly
you're a
person.
little off. You're thinking of Tess, right?
Tess. Yeah. No, Tess is the.
Okay, so Tess is the girl that dies pretty early in the game because she gets bit, and she's the one that stays back to fend off the people that are after them.
Yeah, I thought after they got through that building, they go up top, right? And then that.
Yeah, so you're right about them going up top and everything, and that's
I'm off. It's been a while too.
yeah. I mean, give them a break. The last time you played that game was probably like
2015.
It came out 2013, but you probably played it last 2014. So, but no, so that's in the beginning of the game when all that
Okay,
happened.
I'm way
So
off.
when they see the giraffe in the game, it's literally the same day that they get to the hospital to do the stuff with Ellie, where
Oh yeah, and then
so because they're like at this college campus that the hospital is right next to, and I guess the college campus had like a zoo, like that they did like science stuff with, and so these
imagine a
animals.
fucking campus, the zoo, bro.
I know, dude, and the animals just get out and are let loose, and so like yeah, that's crazy to think about how in an apocalypse the animals in the zoo would probably get out or something, and then they're just probably gonna mate, and so forever in that area you're just gonna have to worry about fucking cheetahs and shit. But anyway, there's a part where they see a giraffe, and that's like a big moment in the game, and so they recreated that in the show, and I watched that scene with my dad, and we all were like, damn, that giraffe looks so fake. Like, you were like, oh, that's such obvious CGI.
Oh fuck.
It's real.
Oh, is it a real one?
Dude, they used a real giraffe, and it hit me so hard because I shit you not, when I watched the show, I was like, that's so CGI. It looks CGI, but it's not, which is the weirdest thing.
That is weird.
Because like I want to show you it because you literally it
Put a
looks
picture up.
yeah it
In the
looks
middle.
so fake.
Now we got a room for pictures.
Yeah, it's a middle seat right here for the pictures.
Exactly.
I love this table.
I do too.
So shout out Bob.
I feel like I'm in the bat cave.
Literally, we got the
Scheuneman show.
we just glitch out. But no, so me and Bob built this together. I'll be honest, I helped him build one of them, and then because it all comes out in different pieces, right? And so there's a total of 3 right now. We're gonna build the 4th one. I helped build the first one. He built the other 2 by himself because I was busy boy. And so the 4th one, me and him are going to come back together and work on together. But he set these up because he's just sick like that. He's built so many of the things in this house.
Built
It's
his
insane.
fucking whole bed thing. It almost looks like a bunk bed type deal, but it's a single bed and it's got drawers all around and shit.
And the whole setup for like a place you can put your TV in.
Do you ever miss it? Like,
Oh yeah,
At
dude.
least-
Sometimes I just sleep here because I miss that shit.
Yeah.
Because it's so cozy in there.
Dude, it's so sweet because we used to have a little setup like when we gamed back in the day. He had the big TV and then he had a little TV, and the little TV fit into the cubby of where his bed is. And then, you know, obviously
Exactly.
the big TV's right there. And we'd sit right next to each other on the bed and
Watch
it
porn.
was so yeah.
Don't
Tell him about that.
That's not real.
But we would like sit. It just felt cool, you know. Like my little section, his little section. We're fucking gaming, rocking out, deer, you know.
Dude, that's oh my god, that's an inside joke.
That's
I don't
an
even
insider.
remember what happened. I think we were like running over deer with motorcycles on
Yeah, bro.
GTA 5 together at like 2 a.m.
Cracking the fuck up,
Dude,
bro.
that was like one of the hardest times I've ever laughed. Hardest times I've ever laughed.
Great.
But yeah, so he's built so much shit. Like he's really good at it. Shout out Bob. I know you're listening.
Shout out, Bob.
He's a loyal fan.
Bobby boy.
Bobby boy. So he got these set up for us, and I helped like design it and everything because you know designer.
Yes, sir.
And so I was wondering, I want you guys to fucking get in that comment section. I like what is so hard. Go in the comment section and say something. But I'm about to give you a specific thing to say.
We're so hard, bro.
Yeah, literally.
The keyboard start typing.
I know there's gonna become a day where the comment section is like what makes me want to blow my brains out. But right now, I just want to see comments up in there.
I just got so dumb.
It's deep. But no, I mean, you know, YouTube people are shitty. Like, there's going to be a day
Depends
where
what
there's
crowd
haters
you're
in there. Like, obviously, we're going to get love in there, too. But, like, you know, you can always find some hater. It's like
bro.
a known thing. Don't look at the comments when you're, like, getting big like that. But
Yeah.
anyway, I would like you guys to put some input into what we should do to the tables. Like, for example, I was thinking we should, like, splatter paint them.
Splatter paint on top would be sweet.
Yeah, and, like, all around them, really. And we were thinking about also possibly having...
Because we're going to have the sign, I thought, right?
Yeah, we're going to get the sign back here soon. My buddy has it, and he's on vacation, so I'm waiting for him to get back so I can pick it up from his house.
Yeah. Maybe some
but
cup holders? No, just like,
I mean, dude, that's not even a bad idea.
bro.
It's really not. That's actually a good idea.
Mic stands for sure.
Yeah, so we'll probably get new mics and then get mic stands for those new mics. But like, yeah, like what?
I just thought of the best idea.
What?
Every guest we have on from now on, we need to have them sign it or something.
That's sick. Yeah, dude.
Like their own
Okay, so
little
like,
signature.
what do you think we could use for them to sign it? Though, will they just literally have to get like a paintbrush?
Like a white shirt, like a white,
Oh yeah, yeah, that will work. All right, let's do that.
or like any color. I mean,
No, let's do that.
all right.
That's yeah. All right, so we decided one thing. So
Sorry. I mean,
Yeah, sorry. Nobody else can have that idea. That's sick. So we'll do that. We'll have every guest sign it. That'll be
We
fun.
could at least do the trim right here. See how it cuts off. We can just have people do little signatures all the way through.
Yeah. And then we were also thinking about having something like hang over the front, like halfway down. Like we were thinking about like a backsplash kind of thing.
Yeah.
But we're deciding. So if you guys have any ideas or want
Maybe
to see anything,
we can just
done
go
to
steal a
it.
kiosk or something like that, or a screen and put a big like digital screen in the front. It just pops up Scheuneman across.
Oh, you mean like along the edge, or like
Yeah.
right here?
No, along the edge, bro.
Okay,
Just
that might not be
Scheuneman
bad.
brand, Scheuneman show, Scheuneman this, your mom.
Yeah, your mom's a hoe.
Oh.
The cup holders is not a bad idea either. Like I
I
fuck
like
with
the
that.
cup holders.
But yeah, so to put some input on that, we are going to.
Hold on. Can we just cherish all the upgrades, and can we just talk about how we literally
It started from nothing.
started from a phone?
Yeah, dude. I think one of the coolest things is that we didn't start with all of this. Like, yeah, it's cool. Like, it would be cool if we started the podcast and we just already had everything perfectly set up. Like,
Yeah.
but we don't always have the means to do that. But I'm almost glad that we started with only audio
Yeah.
and then took our way up to what we're at now. And then one day we'll look back at what we have now and be like,
4K, bro. We got 4K now in the building.
yeah, we're bringing you good entertainment.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. You're still talking.
No, you're fine. I do that all the time.
Got that
accidentally.
4K. Wait, isn't the next one 8K?
Yeah, their 8K's out now. They're probably working on like a new one, like fucking 9K or whatever. I think it's gonna be
12K?
like, yeah, goes up by 4, I guess. But yeah, the only issue is like people. There's 8K TVs that you can buy right now, but people aren't making entertainment in 8K.
Yeah.
So that'll be interesting. But yeah, we have it like you said. We've gone up quite a bit. Like now we have this table, which by the way feels so nice.
It does.
This has been.
I feel ready.
There
This
was
can be
something miss. This was missing,
big time.
and this like you wouldn't have thought that it was such a big thing, but it feels like a massive like upgrade. Like it feels way better to be sitting at this.
You want to start a podcast?
Get a table.
Get a
And hit up Bob. Have him build it and give him some monies.
yes.
Give him some coin.
I'll give you advice. Maybe a lecture.
Yeah, we'll do advice too. If you guys ever want to put in the comments something you need advice for, like call up. We could put like a hotline up, and you could call us for advice, and we'll like ruin your life.
Dude, we need a phone in the middle.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're gonna. I mean, there's still much more that needs like upgraded, but like we're definitely at a good spot right now.
Definitely getting there.
We should bring over the other lights that we have
Yeah.
to get a more rounded lighting situation going. We
What
need
do you
another camera for different angles.
different angles.
But I mean, I think the place we're at right now, we can chill at for a bit.
Yeah.
So we don't really need to be too concerned about that. But
That's nice.
we were just talking about the bed that was built, right, with me and
Yeah,
my dad.
the bed.
We love it. But when you said that, it made me think about a story that recently happened to me that I've been itching to tell you. I might have told you about this, but I don't think so. But the podcast folks definitely don't know.
All right.
This was nuts. What happened to me, bro? Insane. And as I say that, I'm realizing I didn't tell you. So I was packing the bong, and I was sitting at this said bed in my comfort zone, listening to a podcast, chilling right before work, or right after work, I mean, just packing the bong, chilling on my bed, and I'm just in my zone. I'm packing it, and then I don't know how else to say it. A fucking rat, like a big mouse or a small rat. I see it out the corner of my eye, come out the cubby, and like in a split second, it's like jumped onto my lap.
What?
And I was like, what the fuck?
What?
I sounded like the biggest bitch. I was like, like shrieked. And I like jumped up and like threw it off of me. And it was so fucking weird and spooky. This mother, I've
Was
never.
it big?
Bro, it was like probably, hold on. Probably like this big.
Jeez, bro.
It was a decent sized little mumba jumba.
That thing look fuck, bro.
It's one thing seeing
That
it.
size look.
It's one thing seeing it, bro, and especially by my bed. And we're not. This is not a dirty place. I don't like bring a bunch of food down there. I don't leave trash around. It's not. This is not the house that you expect to see these things in. So that's what made it even more shocking. But yeah, it happened all in like.
I don't think out of all the years I've been here, bro, I've never seen a mouse or rat or anything.
Yeah, it probably wasn't a rat. It was like a mouse, but it wasn't a tiny mouse, and it was like dark gray.
You live like Spica downtown, Spica downtown. So
I'll be straight up, like, yeah, there have been mice that we like set out traps for that we sometimes catch, but it's like not an issue. Like we're not like up to our knees in mice. Like it's just every now and then, yeah, there's a mouse that gets in the house. Mouse in the house. And then it crawls up your blouse. But yeah, dude, it all happened in like 2 seconds. I see it barely, and then the next thing I know, it's on my lap. And then I jump up, and I'm like, ugh. Like it made me feel like it was just like,
where'd it go?
Dude, I don't even know. It like crawled into my blanket, bro.
Like you just ran?
I just jumped up and ran out the fucking room because I was like, no fucking way.
Down there right now.
Dude, where we're at right now, I have a trap in the cubby with peanut butter on it. And it's been out for like probably 4 to 5 days.
You haven't seen
Nothing's been caught. So this motherfucker just jumped on me and then dipped.
Like, take this, bitch.
Yeah, dude. I was like, no fucking. It made me feel so weird, and I realized how much of a bitch I am. I was like, I felt so just. Ugh. My skin was shaking, and so I like called my dad. I was like, dude, no fucking way did a mouse just jump on me, and so I've been looking for it. We took everything on my bed and like cleaned everything, and we no sight of it, and it has not been caught. Imagine if we just hear the mouse trap go.
Yeah.
But dude, I hope my dad doesn't mind me saying this, but like he gets kind of a little freaky when it comes to the catching a mouse in the trap. He's like chased me around the house with a dead mouse in the trap before. Like, ooh.
What?
Not like literally he's gonna put it on me, but
I'd be like, what
he'll
the
like
fuck?
walk up to me with his hand behind his back, and then
Like, oh, what I caught?
right when he gets up close to me, he'll be like, "Look at this," and I'm like,
Whoa.
"Jesus, bro!" But they're usually like tiny little white things, or like small
White?
Like yeah. Well, no, maybe I'm tripping. They're like little light gray.
Like, okay, yeah.
But this one seemed darker and bigger than usual.
Well, see, that's a house mouse, bro.
I think this motherfucker was
That's a
like
pet
manic
mouse.
or something. Cause
Someone's letting their pet mouse go away.
how dumb of a mouse do you have to be to see a human and then jump on it? I could have taken it and smashed it.
I don't think they think like that.
Yeah, they probably don't. But you know how they always say, like, they're more scared of you than you are of them?
Not that motherfucker.
Yeah, that motherfucker was asking for it. He wanted all the
Motherfucker's
smoke.
like, scared, bitch, I heard this before. Nuh-uh.
He's like, nah, I ain't no bitch. But clearly he's smart, too, because he's not getting caught by the peanut butter. And
Fucking smart.
so that's where we're at. And then you know what? This isn't as big of a thing, but it's kind of crazy because later on that day, I go back to work, and because I never even ended up getting to pack my bong because I was like, I don't even want to be in the basement now.
Oh, fuck, you left that down there? I'd grab that bitch and go.
And so I come back to the house later that day, and I'm in the bathroom this time, just finishing shitting, and a nice poop. And I'm like looking at my phone, and then I see on the floor like a big ass bug. I don't know what it was. It looked like the size of like a fully grown cockroach, but it wasn't a cockroach. Like it had like weird
water bug.
Maybe. Do water bugs have like
There are some water
hind
bugs I know
legs?
that kind of look like roaches, but they're like black and like.
This was black, and it was pretty big.
Yeah, I thought because I remember I used to go to the complex and by the pool, there would be like some here and there. And
Wait a second. Are water bugs the things that crawl around up by Old Worthington?
yeah, those things. Yeah,
I don't think it was that because those
there
things.
are roaches and stuff. Too.
This thing, it didn't even necessarily look like a roach. The one thing that I noticed about it was it had like hind legs like that. Like they were like, yeah, it was nasty, bro. It was so nasty.
Describe the thing.
And the fact that I see a mouse and it jumps on me earlier in the day, and then later that same day, I see a nasty ass bug like that. And I don't ever see shit like that in this house. So it all happened in one day, and it's like, bro, what are the chances, and why does God hate me? Like, it was...
Oh, he's got pets.
Dude, yeah, and he doesn't even like pets. He secretly likes them, but he won't ever have one.
Should we get Bob a pet tarantula?
Yeah, dude. We should do that prank that we always used to talk about.
Oh, bro, please.
We used to joke around. Damn,
Fail.
boy. We used to... This is going to spoil it because he's going to hear us talking about this, but... Yeah, that's true. We used to talk about how we want to go into this house and then pretty much flip everything upside down.
Yeah.
Like the same place it is, just upside down.
It's upside down.
So if anybody wants to help with that,
A lot of things wouldn't work, like the TV on top of the stand. We're going to have to put the stand on top of the TV. I don't think that
Yeah,
would
or
work.
maybe we just have to like lay the TV down flat or something.
And put the stand flat, too, so it
Yeah.
looks like it's standing on it. But it's not.
And then like the statues that are around us, we don't touch those. But everything else, like the couch, the stove, bro.
The stove.
We're hyper this episode, but I gotta say this. I was driving around the other day, and I saw a fucking oven, like a stove,
Yeah.
in the street.
Just in the middle? Or?
Yeah, just thrown in the street. and it was like kind of in not the nicest area. So I imagine a
You see a
tweaker.
motherfucker just pick up a stove. And just
Exactly. Probably just fell off of a car, but it's more fun to imagine that a tweaker just like stole somebody's stove and threw it.
this is mine, bitch.
But like, isn't that what's the weirdest thing you've seen in a road?
That's a good question, Road. There's been, I don't know.
That's one of them for me. I don't think I've ever seen something that big and random in the road before. It was a full stove and just like thrown there.
Full stove.
And yeah, that was weird.
I don't know if I know. Nah.
But all right. Well,
All right.
I feel like we just went down like a whole bunch of rabbit holes.
Yeah, but
Let's get
Yeah,
into something, a little bit of a segment that I wanted to do. And I guess today we had a couple guests that might have been coming on today. Schedules didn't end up matching, so we'll be doing that at a later time. But those guests are going to be fun. One reoccurring. One of the guests that dude, look, there's a fucking red robin thingy.
Cardinal?
Yeah, it's a cardinal outside.
Red Robin. That's what you eat at, bro.
I don't know, bro.
No, I'm just playing.
Shout out
Red
Quentin.
Robin.
But yeah, so we have this one. We have a new guest that's never been on before. That I'm excited to have on. He's quite a talented man. And then we also have a guest that could be the guest that's been on the most. I think you can bleep this, but hasn't been on like. He's been on twice already, right? So this is his third time. This would be his third time. So I don't think we've ever had somebody on 3 times.
Yeah.
Robert's.
Yeah, this would be his third time because I remember he was on an early episode, and then the second one was when his album dropped.
I think the most we've ever done a guest is twice, because Robert was on twice.
Fucking
But
dirty ball. You done a guest twice.
yeah, what are you talking about? You were here for all of them, motherfucker. Cole's been on twice.
That just flew over your
Robert's
head.
been on twice, but one of his episodes got taken down, and then been on twice, and then who else has been on twice? Who else? Kells has been on twice.
Quanda was on twice.
Oh no,
3 times.
Kells has been on 3 times now. And
Yeah.
you're right. Quandot is actually 3 times now. So
Yeah.
it'll be a tie. Anyway.
We figured that out.
Yeah, that was kind of random. But anyway, so we're gonna be just hanging out, and
Per
I
usual.
thought it would be fun if Marquise got an interview. The MQQs that I've gotten written down here, we're going to take a little bit of a deep dive into Queefer Boy here.
Dive in the ocean.
By the way, really quick, we didn't technically finish the game, and I want to throw one more out at you, just randomly. Kill Bill. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know Kill Bill. That's a really fucking good
Yeah.
one, too.
So who is that?
No.
Yes, that's like
yes.
one of his most famous. You're great. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Quentin Tarantino directed Kill Bill.
I don't really know directors.
No, that's fair. It's kind of like
I know Steven Spielberg. That's about it.
it's borderline movie nerd type stuff, but I don't know. Quentin Tarantino is just such a famous director that like maybe I just assumed that like people knew his stuff. He's about to direct his final movie. He's working on it right now. Like he's gonna retire after the movie that he's working on right now.
Yeah.
Which is sad because literally, I don't know if you noticed, but every movie that I just listed for the ones that he's made
Amazing.
are fire.
Amazing. Kill Bill is another level, though, isn't it?
Over the Hedge.
Over the Hedge, the cartoon?
Yeah.
Bro, that's one of my favorites, too, and I don't even know who made that.
Yeah. Do you think it was Quentin Tarantino or not?
Why do I feel like it would be? Because it's such a funny, like, it seems that scenario of Quentin Tarantino. No.
You were gonna say yes.
It was.
Yeah, Over the Hedge was made by Quentin Tarantino.
It was?
Yeah, so we're gonna interview you right now, right here, off the buzz balls, and yeah, so let's just dive into it. What's the longest you've ever had sex? That's actually a question I have written down, but that's a
good
pretty
question.
that's a pretty hard intro.
You
Into
want to
it.
bring on a guest? And
No
we
pun
can.
intended. Oh, you want to bring on the person it was with? I'll give you my answer to make it a little better.
Know. It's been a while. But I don't really look at the time. I've had some.
I know you've had some leaderboard type shit.
I've had. I don't know if I should say this, but like I was
You
off.
don't have to say the
off
person.
Off a good drug.
Yeah, that's totally fine. It's not like you're talking about crack.
No, not crack, but damn near fucking.
Damn near. I wouldn't say that. But
No, I meant damn near fucking fucked for like fucking hour or two. It was fucking horrible.
You say you
Not
fucked for,
horrible.
Like 3 hours, one
Dude,
time?
I was sweating balls, bro.
Didn't you tell me it was like 3 hours? Was that your longest?
I think like an hour or two. I don't know if it was 3 hours. Actually, I don't know. I remember looking at the time and I was like,
yeah.
oh.
You told me it was like from like 1:30 in the morning to like 4.
Bro, it was a wild.
Like, which is nuts. But like back in the day, I remember like doing shit like that. I think the longest I've ever had sex is probably like, I've probably gotten like 2.5 hours. But it's like, it's not necessarily like it was consistent and it like the like messing around didn't stop, but like it was like, oh, an hour of sex, and then like you make out and do a couple other things for like 30 minutes, and then you go back into sex, and you do but
Yeah.
it's like sexual activity for like 2.5 hours. I know I've done that before back in the
No,
day.
I've done that.
Because I spent like a night having sex. Like I've had it where it was
Me
like
too.
you start at like 1 or 2, and then when you're finished and like going to the bathroom afterwards, like it's
5
kind
in
of
the
light
morning.
outside.
Yeah.
So it started as, like I said, that was an actual question I had, but it was like one of the last ones. But I was like, fuck it, let's jump into it. But so your answer is like 2 hours.
Yeah.
Pool or hot tub? Kind of random, but what's your preference?
Honestly, I feel like a hot tub because hot tubs all year round.
That's true. I had my first time going into a hot tub in the cold like a couple months ago.
It's sweet in the cold.
It's not bad. It's scary when you're gonna get out.
Yeah.
And we thought we might have seen a UFO too.
Oh.
We didn't, but it was just like we were like, is that a star or is that an airplane? And if that's not a star, why is it like staying in the same spot? But yeah, so I mean, I respect that answer because a hot tub is like it's just so relaxing.
Yeah, it's
A
relaxing.
pool is like fun, but like a hot tub is its like own thing, kind of.
Exactly.
So
Who wouldn't want a hot tub in their house or something?
straight up, bro. When we get the Scheuneman Palace, we're gonna definitely have a hot tub.
For sure.
Bro, have you ever been on a waterbed? This is completely unrelated, but like
I think I have when I was younger.
these gosh darn kids playing their gosh darn music. But yeah, I don't think I've ever maybe like have touched one or something, but I've never slept on one for sure.
I
But
think I've slept on one, but I've definitely sat on one.
those have always like confused me a little bit. Like
I wanted one, but my step pops back in the day used to tell me, like, I was actually gonna get one, but he said nah because he had one when he was younger, and it was just not the dealio.
I mean, I get it. Maybe if you're like at your parents' house and like they kind of what they say kind of goes, but at the same time, why do you have to be like, I had one when I was younger, I didn't like it, so you don't get to experience it.
Exactly,
It's
like
like, dude, let me live my life.
that's like with him and driving. Like I like manual a lot, and he always told me like, you'll like it now, but once you get older, like you'll just want an automatic. And I've only had a manual. Like I've had one automatic since I've driven, and that car was given to me.
Like, let me form my own opinions. It's like, yeah, you're not gonna like walking when you're older, but
Yeah.
like that's when you're older. So let me get there.
Bro, do you remember the Ford Explorer? That thing was beat, but that thing was sweet.
Wasn't it? I'm so bad with cars. Isn't that like a
truck I had? Like
yeah, I
SUV?
think I know what you're talking about. Dude, I remember when we we were kids and we went and like felt so badass because we got your parents' car and like drove it around the parking lot.
Dude, we smoked in it.
Yeah, we like smoked in it and then switched parking spots and then went back and we're like, fuck yeah, dude, we're killing it.
We just took it to the end of the complex.
Dude, who's really bout it like us?
Nah, bro, for real though.
And
And then we drive back and get caught.
Biggest fear. Or like one of your top 3.
I mean, heights, yeah, is the top 3. I don't know. Biggest fear. That's a good one. Probably being stranded or something.
Or like lost.
Lost. Yeah. I don't know.
I'm really.
I kind of just thought of that. I don't know how I would react with that. I don't know.
What's like your
Death is like a big thing.
Yeah, I
That's
don't.
Like a common like.
I'm not really interested in dying. Yeah, I don't want that to happen. What's like the worst way like you don't want to die? Like, do you have like a worse fear of like for example, I would really love to not die in a hospital.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'd like to safely die at home.
Yeah, I like kind of just want it to go unexpectedly.
Yeah.
Or like fast. But then if you do die in a hospital, at least you can be doped up. I kind of like I comfort myself by saying that. Like they'll get you fucked up so you don't really notice, but it's not an enjoyable experience, obviously. But all right. So you don't want to die, you don't want to get lost and stranded, and then also heights. So what was the best and worst year of your life so far?
Best year, I like to think about 2015-16 era.
A lot of people in our group was like 2016 was a banger. I agree.
That was a good year. Worst
Best
year,
years are to come, though.
I don't know. Worst year, I mean, yours can start horrible, but as things go on,
It doesn't have to
it
mean like it
improves.
was just completely a bad year, but like if you think of like highlights in
I
that
don't know
year.
if I've had like a year that stands out as bad though, because like I said, like I don't know. Sometimes it seems like like the years go by fast, but if you just stop and stare for a minute, you know, like it's actually slow, and like you realize how much you've really done in that year and how much better it was, and in the sense of all the downs and shit.
Yeah, no, that's true. Because like you really don't like. It really can hit you how long a year is. Like
I don't know, like
sometimes it feels short when you just like think about it, but then once you experience it, like think about everything that's happened in the last year.
yeah.
Like it's crazy.
It's just like I don't know, like I can't really explain this. I love myself for this because I mean a lot of people experience things differently. I mean nobody's really the same, but we're all human, you know, so we go through our things. But like learning the way I did, because I used to like, you know, hurt myself and shit like that, but like now I can simply almost like laugh at it. I would say it's not a good way to put it, but
no, that is a good way to put it because it's like you're learning and improving, and also you're looking back on things and being like, gosh, like what used to feel like so
and like being
horrible
down
and so serious, now it just seems like a little problem that like
Yeah. And I mean like beating myself up about everything, but now like if it's like bad, I just look and I'm like, bro, how can I make this better?
yeah, and
Like-
that's the best way to be.
You know, like yeah.
Because that's what you get the best outcomes out of. Because you can't just dwell on like things being bad and then just like letting it overcome you.
Yeah.
Like you got to think of like, okay, what's the best next thing that I can do to improve this situation? So
Yeah.
I think that is a good way to put it. And yeah, I've been there as well. Because I can think of years where it was like, oh. This was a bad year because like this happened and it fucked me up for a while. But then I start thinking like, but then there was also so many things in that year that were so much fun.
Exactly. Like yeah.
Because I had this one year where I like I had this long relationship and then it ended like horribly and it fucked me up for a couple months. And I remember feeling like, oh God, this is like a shitty year. But then I think about it like, oh wait, I remember going to Cabo that
Cabo,
year,
yeah,
and
yeah.
being like, holy shit, that was so much fun. And then
See,
like bounce back, like once you get out of a slump and start feeling better from something that's fucked you up,
yeah.
that's almost such a great feeling in itself, of like feeling that improvement every day and like just getting better and better each day, you know, kind of like what you were saying.
See, I was gonna say something like that, but I can't really. I don't know. Not. I mean, it kind of intervenes with a relationship, but like not just a relationship, but like me having my own stuff, fully moving out of my parents, becoming like more and more like. No, that's a bad way to say it, but having, um, just having my own shit, you know, and everything, and then like it crashing because of a relationship and like having to almost give up on shit, you know. I would have said that was a bad year, but then I realized, bro, like if you know,
It puts you on the
Scheuneman,
better
bro.
things,
No,
bro.
not even that, but just Scheuneman. Not even a year later, bro. We're doing this, and look how fucking far we came. And you know, like,
Yeah, dude. I
I
mean,
mean,
this is all.
life sucks at times, but bro, you gotta cherish what happens. You know, at times.
And sometimes you have to go into the darkness to find the light.
Exactly.
And that's a quote you can put on your Hallmark cards. But no, like seriously, like this has helped me, like Scheuneman and having like a friend like you and everything. Not to get
Exactly.
too,
Yeah.
like homo, but
Homo.
shout out the gays. We love the gays. But
I can't believe you did that.
no. Let me finish.
We were best.
You and this brand and everything that's come with it has helped me in so many fucking ways. It's like
For sure.
hard to even put into words, because I remember the year leading up to this being so fucking anxious about what life was going to be like and what I was going to have to do and what like a regular life felt like it would be like for me. And like I don't mean that in a shitty way.
Definitely
but,
don't
like,
live a regular life.
exactly. Like I've just always felt like I want a creative outlet that's going to support me financially, and like coming into this brand and doing it with people I love is just like the best thing that's ever happened to me.
Exactly.
And every time I'm having a bad day or feel stressed out, it's just so
It's like therapy.
helpful to be like, this is what's important. And this is going to take us to so many places that we've dreamed of. And the craziest thing is just the fact that, like, I remember being kids and talking about doing stuff that we're doing or on the way to do right now. And it's just been a really cool experience. So, also shout out to you guys and like everyone that's been involved and helpful and
You know,
who's tuned into the show every week.
Yeah, and that's
the people who like the
appreciated.
videos and
It's gonna be crazy who really sticks around though.